If your weighted dips feel unstable or painful, especially during the first rep, then that's usually not a strength problem. In most cases, the underlying issue is asymmetry. We all have a natural tendency to shift into one side. Because of that, one shoulder will always feel a little bit different than the other. And the reason for that is simply not we're just lazy and shift to one side. There is usually an underlying issue. As you probably know, most of the people out there are right-handed, but we've also got a bigger diaphragm dome on the right side, the liver on the right side, and the heart on the left side, for example. So everyone is kind of asymmetrical. Obviously, not everyone is shifted to the right-hand side, but most people are shifted to the right-hand side. And that asymmetry obviously affects the ribcage position, right? If I'm turned towards that side or shift over, then we're presenting in a different manner. And as you might know, one shoulder always tends to sit a little bit higher than the other or more forward. And that affects the shoulder movement, right? Because instead of having a stable base where the shoulder blade can glide on, the position of the shoulder blade will be compromised, simply because we're twisted or turned into a certain direction. So, and because we are shifted into a certain side, and one side of the ribcage is more compressed than the other, muscles that are surrounding the ribcage and are responsible for moving the shoulder blade, so basically your shoulder joint, are in a compromised position too. So that means they can't do their job. And usually the side we're shifted away from, that's the side we tend to have issues during pressing movements such as the dip. And the reason for that is usually because the serratus can't do its job. And if the serratus is not doing its job compressing the shoulder blade onto the rib cage, the rotator cuff can't do its job. And the job of the rotator cuff is to center the humeral head, so the upper arm bone, in the shoulder joint socket. And this is super important, especially as we go through pressing movements where we drive the elbow behind the body, especially during a dip where we move into end range of shoulder extension, so bring the arm maximally behind the body. The upper arm needs to be centered in that capsule. If it's not, the shoulders will roll forward. That is causing pain or discomfort, right? And that's usually one of the biggest issues why people actually have problems during the negative or even pain, because the arm can't track properly behind the body because the serratus is not pressing the shoulder blade onto the ribcage, and then the rotator cuff can't do its job. And just hammering external rotation exercises usually don't fixes the issue. So instead of just hammering more weight or pushing through, you need to fix the underlying asymmetry in the first place. Then you need to improve the ribcage position to then ultimately restore scapular movement. So here is a practical example on how you can actually solve the issue if you are shifted to the right side. If we're shifted to the right side, the right shoulder usually is more back and the left shoulder is more backwards. Now, ideally, we'll get that left shoulder a little bit more back and the other side a little bit more open, right? And what we could do here is we can do a landman press on the left-hand side. So with this landman press, we really get the serratus involved here. The serratus squishes the ribcage side to side and help us shift the center of mass a little bit more back on that right-hand side. The other side will automatically come more forward. And we can balance that with a cable upper back row on the right-hand side, where we really move through protraction to retraction without rotating back. And we really want to focus on keeping the sternum facing forward. What this will do, it will help us pull us more forward in space, but also as we bring that shoulder back, avoid that we're rotating into that side. If your dips feel off, it's not because you're weak, but because your system is not set up properly. If you want help fixing this, then reach out for my one-on-one online coaching. The link is in the description down below. And if you haven't done yet, please help me grow this channel by liking and subscribing these videos. Turn on the post notifications so you don't miss out on any new video. And let me know if you also feel asymmetry in your pull-ups, squats, or muscle-ups, so I can give you some more tips on how to fix it.